Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier and this is Ship Updates. Now, of course, the big news today is that the Buccaneer is going to be going for sale basically the end of May. It looks like that's when it's going to come in, as long as everything works out and all the timetables work. So, something to be very excited about there. Of course, that is the small, nimble Drake fighter. And right now, interestingly enough, they were saying the price point on that ship is coming in at about $10 less than the Cutlass. Now, those two ships were supposed to be a one-for-one trade, so it is possible that, they were talking about just kind of ramping things up a little bit on that ship, or just adding a couple of things to kind of bring it up to that $10 price point. Whether that's weapons or just engine size or something like that is unknown at this time, but there will be more details to follow soon. And along with that, they kind of indicated that they might kind of give us an idea of how they, create their pricing formula for ships. So that's definitely something to look forward to. And I mean, this ship, of course, is something that even if you're not interested in this particular fighter, if you have a ship that is normally available or will be available, say in an anniversary sale or in a future sale, and you have this ship, but you don't have LTI on it, even though LTI is, of course, not going to be a big deal. But if you want to get that ship with LTI, you can, of course, buy this ship and then CCU it to that ship when that ship becomes available. So that's something to definitely keep an eye on, and something to definitely keep in mind. Now, of course, there's also going to be the Drake Dragonfly, which is the little snub fighter. So for those of you who perhaps own a less expensive ship, say something like an Avenger or a 300, something like that, you may want to look at the Dragonfly if you possibly want to add LTI to your ship. And the Dragonfly, of course, is coming up, I would say, fairly soon, but there was some kind of information that pushed that off, but I'll get to that in a second. So once again, you have the Interceptor coming in at basically about $100. I figure that's going to be the price that they're going to release it at. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for, and that will be the end of May. So you have plenty of time to save up or plan out what you want to do in regards to that ship, if you want to do anything at all. Now, another piece of really interesting news that came out today was that they were talking about the Polaris, which is, of course, the small Corvette. And one of the things that came out about that was, of course, we didn't get any real details apart from the fact that they had chosen the basic hull shape of that ship, except for the fact that we should be seeing something in the next couple of months. Now, I don't know if that is to say a concept sale, but that's definitely very interesting. It's something to get very excited about. If you're looking forward to that ship as much as I am, that's something that I definitely want to see. And so, yeah, next couple of months, hopefully we'll see some artwork in regards to that ship. If not, maybe a concept sale would be very exciting. But I have to kind of think that chances are the next concept sale after the Buccaneer will probably be the Dragonfly. But I could be wrong, and since June is my birthday, it'd be a perfect time to gift myself a small Corvette. So anyways, something to look forward to there, definitely. Now, we did also get some other information. The Caterpillar, they were talking about the Caterpillar today, and they said they had wrapped up internal concepting, which is, of course, they had put up some shots in the subscriber section of the RSI website, and there was mention of the word white boxing. So it seems like they are really moving forward with that ship. And of course, we had heard before that this was going to be the next big ship that we were going to see in game. So if you're really interested in a Caterpillar, I'm not sure when the next sale is going to be, or if there is going to be a next sale before the anniversary sale. But seeing what happened with the Starfarer and the price increase once the Starfarer went hangar ready and whatnot, if you're thinking about a Caterpillar, if it comes up between now and then and there isn't a price increase, that's definitely something to keep in mind, that you may end up paying more for that ship down the road. So if you are interested in that ship and an opportunity does arise to pick that ship up, it might be a good idea to do so, or at least something to think about if you're looking at a Caterpillar. Now, we've heard some interesting things about the Caterpillar lately, and namely that it could be used as sort of like a mini carrier for a bunch of Dragonflies, though none of that has ever been firmed up. I would say it's basically just an idea that they have in their heads, and they've kind of worked on maybe some modules to support that. But whether or not that will actually come to be in the game is an unknown, but it's definitely something to think about and definitely something to keep in mind. Now, they were talking about, they did kind of half mention a kickoff for 2 tiny ships, and I have to believe that these are probably the 2 profession-specific ships that we had heard about at one point, and then they became these 2 ships that we're concepting that we're not telling you about, and that would be the small salvage ship and the small, of course, now I'm going to forget it now. We already did small mining, so small salvage, and I already have a small science ship. Small repair ship. Right, okay, so small repair ship and small salvage ship. That's my theory on what these 2 ships are, but we'll have to wait to see what they are. I mean, we could be seeing these concept sales in June or July, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, just in regards to, let's see, we already did the Polaris. Yeah, there should be a ship shape coming up with, just going back to the Caterpillar, sorry. There should be a ship shape coming up with a Caterpillar white box, possibly, so we will get a better idea of how the Caterpillar is looking, but there has been no date given on that. There's also, there was just a short write-up on the 300, or at least just some details on the 300. Once again, the rework is scheduled, but it has not begun yet. But if you're a 300 owner, that's definitely something to look forward to. And as I was mentioning before with the Drake Dragonfly, especially that ship, because you have to figure it'll probably come in very low in price, like say $20 or $30, like the other snub fighters did. And what was it? The P-72 Archimedes came in with LTI, so it was like the perfect LTI token. This might be that opportunity again, so if you own a 300 and you want to add LTI onto it, Drake Dragonfly, something you might want to keep an eye on. So yeah, so the rework is scheduled, but there has been no progress made yet. It still hasn't gone off, and the same for the 890 Jump and the Banu Merchantman. So those 2 ships are still waiting to be done. So there has been really no forward motion on the Banu Merchantman yet, and I know we were hoping, or we were told that that was going to begin at some point this year. So I'm still kind of hopeful, but we'll have to wait and see how that whole schedule works out. I mean, really the big hang up right now is all the ships that are getting their finishing touches for Squadron 42. Of course, Squadron 42 2016 in brackets question mark. So you definitely have to allow for a lot of work to be done on those ships, of course, to get everything done and to get everything proper. Because I mean, if Squadron 42 came out and the ships, there were missing components or parts or anything like that, it was just rushed out, of course everyone would be hugely disappointed. But once Squadron 42 more or less kind of clears the docket, then you're probably going to see a huge acceleration in the amount of ships that are being delivered. You have to remember that there are things like the Bengal carrier, finishing touches on the Idris, the Javelin, all kinds of really big ships being done right now. So that's going to kind of suppress a lot of Star Citizen development. But once Squadron 42 kind of clears the path, we should probably see a lot of ships moving forward really quickly. And of course, since a lot of that won't be kind of story based, or we won't have to worry about too many reveals and giving away plot points or giving away the ooh and ah factor of Squadron 42, we should probably also be getting a lot more visual updates and a lot more visual information on these ships that we're really looking forward to seeing, that are not in Squadron 42 but that are going to be in Star Citizen once that all kicks off. So 2016 is still a big year for Star Citizen, and once Squadron 42 gets out of the way, hopefully we'll see a lot more updates and a lot more information coming on a lot of the ships that we're looking forward to. At least that's my theory anyways. Yeah, a bit of a short show this week again, but obviously some really good information there and some stuff to look forward to. Polaris next couple of months, hopefully, and Buccaneer sale, of course, at the end of May. So a lot of cool shit to look forward to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.
Quantum travel initiated.